Hello, dear ones. I'm Marilyne Woodsmall. I'm so grateful and excited to be sharing a beautiful journey of mine that began several decades ago and which is blossoming to fruition now with this fundraising campaign. It was February 22nd, 1998, yes, on 2/22, at 2:22 a.m., while I was sitting at my desk analyzing data on a behavioral modeling project I was working on, when suddenly my mind totally switched gears, and I began seeing different words and hearing different words in my mind that had nothing to do with the task at hand. And I immediately began writing what turned out to be angelically inspired verses that corresponded to the first 13 letters of the alphabet. All of this, meanwhile, adorned with beautiful angelic wing letters floating all around in my mind's eye. With tears streaming down my face, I was totally in awe of what was coming through me, as you can well imagine. It was like a powerful energy had transitioned me out of total left brain activity around the other project. And suddenly, I was propelled into a beautiful creative flow of right brain magic. And wouldn't you know that at 2:22 a.m., the second night, the next 13 verses came to me like magical clockwork. People who know me know that I don't believe in coincidences. And I knew in my heart and soul at that moment that it was divine timing, pure and simple, at work in all of its splendor, inspiring me with a work that I was meant to share with so many around the globe when the time was right. I knew then in 1998 that the time had come to tune into a new consciousness that would become more and more manifest and speed up as the years went on. I knew too, even then, that it is our children who are our future leaders of the world, and that they are meant to lead the way by spreading the vibration of kindness, of love, of gratitude, and so much more. I knew also that I was meant to be helping a very special group of children in the world, about whom I will speak in a few minutes. So here we are, dear ones, 20 years later to the day, February 22nd, 2018, as I launch this wonderful heartfelt fundraising campaign around Alphabet Angels to help bring joy to this amazing group of children and to contribute to shifting global consciousness. I'm doing all this with the help of amazing friends and clients and people I don't even know personally. You may be wondering why it took so long, 20 years, why now? It's because the time wasn't right 20 years ago. The angelic kingdom made it known to me, in spite of my frustration from time to time with what seemed to be an eternity, that these simple truths of being contained in this book would come out when the world was ready for them. It's because at the present time, we're living in very challenging times, as you well know. It has to do with the question I've been asking, and so many others have been asking as well, which is the following. What happened to kindness and goodness and respect in today's world? We all know that there's so much discord and fear and hatred and general negativity around us, whether in the news, in schools, in social systems, and it seems many people are living in a negativity bubble more than ever before. Many individuals of all ages seem to have forgotten or have chosen to forget what it means to be kind, to be polite, to be respectful, to be loving. You see, negativity is like a bad habit that we must change. We're living in a crossroads of a battle between the forces of dark and light, and the time has come to spread the light, your light, all of our light, together. With Alphabet Angels, I'm here to say that there is hope. There's hope by performing acts of kindness. There is hope by connecting with the divine and expressing our true, innate, divine essence qualities. Alphabet angels will inspire you to breathe life back into these noble, heart-based qualities and to spread their powerful vibration around the globe. How do we do this? We do this by means of acts of kindness, by raising our vibration and spreading the higher vibrations by means of our words and deeds and by prayer. You see, kindness, love, and gratitude are the most powerful vibrations in the universe, and they are an integral part of my mission and of this fundraising campaign. It appears that our cat Ariel agrees. One aspect of shifting global consciousness and part of the underlying mission of this project deals with vibration. I'd like to talk about it a second. You see, I came to realize many decades ago that everything in the universe is vibration, everything. Even our very thoughts and words, even the very qualities of being, such as kindness and gratitude, resonate at a particular and unique frequency. And by reading or listening to these simple verses in Alphabet Angels, and by looking at the letters, you will be unconsciously taking in these high vibrational frequencies into every cell of your being. Research has shown that almost 80% of most people's thoughts on a given day are either negative or they're not particularly relevant or important to the context of the day. And most of this negativity appears in the form of internal dialogue that we have in our own minds. Again, these are negative habits that we can transform into positive ones that uplift us. Remember, words carry power through their particular frequencies. And since water is one of the best conductors of frequencies, imagine the effect of positive words on your well-being and emotional state. This has actually been proven by science, finally. And by reading the positive kindness and love-laden Alphabet Angel verses, you'll be raising your own personal vibration and that of your children. A second mission of these beautiful winged letters and verses is to help parents teach their children the alphabet while connecting with them in a light of divine grace. These verses will inspire children to express noble qualities and in turn will raise their personal vibration by tuning into the divine frequency of eternal love. Remember, our children are the future, our future, and it's up to us to guide them on a divine path. By the way, each winged letter of the alphabet represents a beautiful quality of being that is manifest in heavenly angels and embodies the innate qualities of our children before they are exposed to negative societal influences. Can't you just imagine the power of these frequencies as your own children and other children are learning the alphabet? There is also a coloring book version for both kids and adults alike. As many of you know, coloring books are not just for children these days. They represent a great way for adults to relieve stress. I envision everyone who colors this coloring book will be imbued with a sense of well-being and of hope, and will be raising their personal frequency in the process. I go more into the scientific basis of frequency in my introduction and in my work. Third, the mission of this book supports angelic awareness and serves to remind us of the presence of angels in this realm, for they are everywhere around us. They're here as messengers of God. And what's important to realize is that every single angel in this plane has a task or a series of tasks to accomplish on Earth. I invite you to ask the angels to help with raising your vibration and that of your children and loved ones and those around you by performing acts of kindness. And remember, again, that angels bring hope to all of us. Fourth, this book is a reminder that we are all children of God. We are all divine beings with a unique gift. It's a reminder to honor our own gifts and those of others with respect, with integrity, and with dignity, all parts of which I refer to in my work as the triessence vibration. Fifth, This simple book is a template to raise awareness of the oneness of all things in the universe, both animate and inanimate. The goal is to help create unity consciousness rather than one of duality that separates us and contributes to the proliferation of hatred and meanness. Just think of bullying, for example, that we witness among our youth. Imagine how we can begin to change this negative behavior into kindness and respect by exposing kids to these positive vibrations and encouraging acts of kindness, one person at a time. Sixth, the verses and winged letters provide hope to all of us in a world that seems to be crazy and crazier each day. I remind you of the thoughtful words of the poet Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers. And I will say that the feathered winged letters in these books will be a constant reminder of the hope to all of us, no matter what situations are before us. And speaking of hope, this is the huge part of my initial mission with Alphabet Angels, which is to perform my own act of kindness for a special group of children by donating my Alphabet Angels coloring books to St. Jude's Children's Hospital as my way to bring hope to children suffering from cancer. If coloring these beautiful winged letters and reading uplifting verses can just bring a smile to the face of these young cancer patients, this is so huge and so rewarding. Just imagine, won't you, how their parents will feel when they see their child expressing a beautiful light of hope and joy in his or her eyes. I can't begin to describe how much this means to me personally. And remember what I said about the power of words to raise our frequency. So with these young cancer patients, we'll be raising awareness of the power of our words for healing, for their healing. This is such a huge part of the mission as well, and a powerful lesson to all of us. I'd like to share a little story with you, an experience which confirmed my mission to help these amazing children with this book, and why I had chosen this journey of fundraising. I'd been looking for a company to print these books for some time, and from the beginning, I wanted the hardcover version to be printed in gold leaf, and I couldn't find the right fit until someone recommended a company in Illinois to me. That was no coincidence. Wouldn't you know that the representative with whom I connected is a wonderful person, full of enthusiasm, good thoughts, and encouragement. And there is more. In fact, I truly believe it's divine intervention that brought this company to me. As I was telling the customer representative about my mission to donate these coloring books to all the children at St. Jude's Children's Hospital, he told me, and I get chills every time I say this, that the late mayor of their town happened to be good friends with Danny Thomas. I couldn't believe my ears. You probably know that it was Danny Thomas who founded St. Jude's. I got all choked up and had tears in my eyes, and I still get choked up because I knew that the angels had been working behind the scenes to connect me with him and this printing company. I was in awe once again, and so humbled by this divine intervention. And I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. So here we are, dear ones, 20 years after this book was initially inspired to me. I invite you to be part of my mission to spread the pure positive vibrations of our essence qualities to all corners of the planet. Be part of the mission to enhance the quality of life by means of a powerful vibrational shift by choosing acts of kindness from the heart. The time has come, hasn't it? And those of us who recognize this, to take our place as parents, as teachers, as children, as pastors, as business leaders, as stay-at-home moms and dads, as entrepreneurs, as healthcare workers, whoever and wherever you are, won't you join me in this mission by helping me in this fundraising event to bring hope and joy to young cancer patients at St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and later to other hospitals as well, and to support parents and children, and all those who would like to experience upliftment and contribute to shifting global consciousness one person at a time. Remember, won't you, that it's the duty of all of us, those of us who are awakening or who are already awakened, to plant the seeds of what is truly divine. The time has come to shine your inner light through acts of kindness and to express the innate qualities of goodness, of gratitude, of love, of respect, of integrity, and of dignity for all human beings, for all living beings, so that these positive vibrations imbue our world and lead us to higher levels of being. Finally, spread your own wings and perform an act of kindness. Join me in spreading kindness around the globe. Become part of my movement. Won't you join this noble cause to bring hope and joy and love to young cancer patients? Remember, we are spreading kindness around the globe, one person at a time. In so doing, we will all contribute to uplifting our world and to shifting global consciousness, one person at a time. So spread your kindness. And it is with humbled awe and gracious gratitude that I honor all of you for being part of this, and I honor Joe for putting the campaign together. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you.